Hello, very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Welcome to the next part of video in the core Java for automation series. So in the previous video, we saw about encapsulation and we saw about object and class, right? And we saw about method overloading and writing. So all these OOPS concepts we saw. And right in this video, we are going to move to the next, right? One of the most important concept which is used in all the automation tools, that is inheritance. Okay, the word right, inherit, right, it tells uptime, right, uptime from somebody or something, right, right, inherit, right, from parent to child. Okay, so normally parent will have wealth that will be given to child, and from child is given to the grandchildren, right? That is what normally happens in our right, lifehood. Okay, same thing, inheritance is right, a class properties and methods is derived from one class, parent class, to the child class. So that is called as an inheritance. Okay, so inheritance, right, concepts is very much used in all the tools, right, especially in automation tools. Okay, so now inheritance can be divided into multiple types. One is single inheritance, and next one is multi-level inheritance, and next one is hierarchical inheritance, and right, next one is right, multiple inheritance, and last one is hybrid inheritance. Okay, so there are some five levels of inheritance. Okay, so single inheritance means a class inherits from the one parent class. One class inherits from one parent class, that is called as a single inheritance. Multi-level inheritance means a class inherits from a class which inherits another class. Okay, so a class is going to inherit from one class, and that class is going to inherit from another class. Next one is hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical means multiple classes inherit from same parent. There will be one parent and multiple classes. Okay, next one is multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance cannot be done with Java. Okay, it can be not done with classes, but can be implemented with help of an interfaces. So multiple inheritance means a class inherits multiple classes, that is called as a multiple inheritance. And hybrid means combination of all the above types, it is called as a hybrid. Okay, let's see with examples one by one. Right, all the inheritance, as I told you, inheritance means, yeah, right, the properties and methods they derived from right parent class to child class, that is called as an inheritance. Okay, hope you understood the basic part. Okay, now let's create a first, right, a class. Okay, I will create a class named, right, car. Okay, I'll create one method void. Okay, start. Okay, this I'll add the purpose of it, single inheritance. Okay, so there might be a spelling mistake, kindly adjust it. Okay, now next one is sysout startup. Okay, so this is a parent class which has car, and it has a method called as start. Okay, let's create a child class. The class name is electric car. Okay, and I'll finish it off. Okay, now let's create a method here, void. Okay, charge. So yes, go charging the car. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to extend it, right, extends car. Okay, so now what happens, this car method start is extended in this class electric car. Okay, so this is called as a single inheritance, where they'll have one parent and one child. Okay, a parent's method is inherited in the child class, so this is called as a single right inheritance. Okay, implementation of single inheritance. Okay, one single inheritance. Okay, so a parent class method is inherited into a child class. This is called as a single inheritance, where there's one parent and one child. Okay, this can be applied to Selenium also. I'll create a class basic test. Okay, basic test, it has right one method void. Okay, setup. Okay, a driver, write the code for web driver. Okay, and right, we should write the code web driver equal to new chrome driver, we should do it. Okay, and next one is we should give public void. One minute, that's my mistakes. Public void tear down. Okay, I'll write sys out code for close browser. So we should write the code for close browser. We driver.close or driver.quit. We write this code. Okay, so this code, right, instead of basic test, I'll change it to base test. Okay, I'll change it to one minute. Let me change to base test one. Okay, so it has since already base test is there, I change it to base test one. Okay, I create a parent class. Okay, now I'll create a child class. Okay, so now I'll create one child class. Already right, login test is there. Let me change it to class login test one. Okay, then I will extend, right, this is called single inheritance, right, inheritance base test one. Okay, void run test. Okay, add sys add code for login the Facebook. Okay, so now this is how Selenium code we can write. Okay, so we'll have a base class where there are two methods. These methods, if I want to use in a login test, I can extend it and I can use it. Okay, so this is how it will be practically used in the real time Selenium code. Okay, hope this right topic is useful for you. Okay, next we learn multi-level inheritance. Okay, multi-level, as I told you, multi-level means right, one class is extending in another class and third class is extending the second class. Okay, let me create another class. Okay, already there is an animal class. I will put animal one. Okay, I will add void it. Okay, sys out. Okay, eating. Okay. So I created one class now. Okay, the example of this we are writing for an example of multi-level inheritance. Okay, now let me create another class. Okay, mammal one. Okay, I'll go to here. I'll just copy it. Will change it. Okay, I'll copy it. I'll come here. I'll instead of eat, I'll put walk. Okay, instead of eating, I'll change it to yes, sorry, walking. Okay, now we'll extend mammal to animal. Animal one. Okay, now this animal is extended to mammal. Okay, this is one inheritance. The next level of inheritance means this mammal should be inherited to an another class. Okay, we'll create another class. Okay, elephant. Okay, I'll create another class elephant extends mammal one. Spelling is right. Mammal one. Okay, let me copy this and paste here. Okay, lying. Okay, so if you see right, animal is extended to mammal and mammal is extended to elephant. Okay, so this is called as a multiple inheritance. A class A is extended to B and class B is extended to class C. So that is called as a multi-level inheritance. Okay, this we also can use it in our Selenium world. I'll create a new class called as base class. Okay, so I will add the same code which we did last time. Okay, copy and I will paste in the base class. Okay, I'll paste in the base class. Now three classes we should extend, right? Next I will add another class, reusable class. Okay, I'll add a reusable class. The reusable class should extend the base class. The reusable class is going to extend the, we'll add extends keywords. Reusable class is going to extend the base class. I will add void run test, sorry, reusable. Or for example, I will add some reusable code, like for example, right, reusable functions, right? We'll add, for example, um, what we'll do, we'll add, for example, login. Okay, for login, we write a separate reusable code. Okay, here we'll write the login code like driver.find element by.id. We'll locate username and we'll paste it. Okay, and we'll write driver dot find element password code and driver dot element sign in code. Okay, so I'm not doing going that too much. I'm just simply giving a method. Okay, so I created two class here. One is a base class. Okay, and next one is then another is a reusable class. So reusable class is extending the base class, and I will add another class. Okay, login class. Login class is going to extend the reusable class. So this is called multi-level inheritance, right? Class A is going to extend B. Class C is going to extend the B class. Okay, so you added the reusable class, going to extend it in the okay in the base class. Okay, now I'll add void run test sysout test running. So now what happened here, right? I added a base class which is being extended by the reusable class, and reusable class is extended by the login class. Okay, so this is called as an multiple level, multi-level inheritance. A class extending a B class and B class extending a C class. So that is called as a multi-level inheritance. Hope you understood. Okay. Now the next level is right. It's going to be hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance means right. For example, right, there is a parent class which is going to A class that is going to inherit B class, and again parent class is going to inherit the C class. Last time we did A, B, C. Now this time A is going to extend B and B is going to extend C. Okay, so this is called as an hierarchical inheritance. Okay, let me create a class named shape. Okay, so let me create a class named shape. Right, I'm adding void draw. Okay, then sysout. Right, shape. Now this is example of hierarchical inheritance. It's an example of hierarchical inheritance. Okay, I created one class called as shape. I added a method called as draw. Okay, now I'm creating another class called as circle. Okay, so I'm just copy it. All right, one more. Okay, I'll copy it. I'll come here. I'll paste it. Okay, instead of circle, draw. Draw circle. I create one method. Okay, circle. Now I'm extending shape here. I'm extending shape here. Okay, I'm just extending a shape here. Now what I'm going to do is right, I'm going to add another class. Okay, called as rectangle. Okay, I'll copy this. I'll go to rectangle. and I will paste here. Okay, draw rectangle. Okay, so here I will change it to a rectangle. Okay, now see, in previous we extended A class to B class and B class to C class. Here hierarchical means A class to B class and again A class to C class. What is A class? Shape here. So we need to extend to A. So this is called as an hierarchical inheritance. So this is called as an hierarchical inheritance. Same thing you can try with the cell name world also. You can create a base page, okay, where you have void setup and tear down. You can add a reusable code, okay, where you add some reusable functionalities, and then you can extend base class to pages, right, and reusable code also to the pages. Okay, so base class to reusable class and base class to the test also you can write extend it. So that is called as an hierarchical inheritance. If you have any problem in implementing, you just leave us a command, will help you. Okay, so next one is right, the last one we'll learn is a multiple inheritance. This cannot be achieved with a Java class, but it can be achieved with the help of an interface. So what is mean by right, multiple inheritance? Okay, let us see. Okay, instead of class we'll create an interface. For that, normally we create a class, right? Here we are going for an interface, that is we see an icon I, right? So I'll click it, interface, flyable. Okay, so I will see interface in abstract class in the next video in detail. Okay, now we are just going to see multiple inheritance example. Okay, sys out. Okay, this can't be implemented. Okay, yes, this can't be implemented. Okay, so now void fly. Okay, and again I'm creating another interface. Okay, swim. Okay, and I'm creating one method void swim. So same, right? There is no implementation here. Okay, void swim. Okay, only the right method body will be there. Okay, there won't be any implementation here. Next, right, I want to implement both right, swim and also the flyable in another class. Now see, I want, I there is only a body here, there is no implementation, but I want to implement that. For that, I'll create a new class. Okay, I'll name it as duck. Okay, duck can implement. See, there we extended. Now we are going to implement it. Okay, implements flyable comma swim. Okay, this we can't achieve it in, right, with the help of classes. This can be achieved with the help of an interface. Okay, so that is the difference between that and this one. Okay, this can be achieved with the help of uh, right in the inheritance, but this can be achieved with the help of. So if you see, right, there is an error coming. It's telling add unimplemented methods. Okay, there are some unimplemented methods in flyable and swim. We need to implement it. So it's asking, right, add an implementation. It's asking. Now we can give the sysserve duck swims. Okay. Now we can add duck flies. Okay, so this is how we can add multiple inheritance in Java. Okay, so this can be achieved with the help of class, right? We can't extend two classes at the same time. Rather, we can implement the interfaces to interfaces we can implement with a one single class. That can be achieved with the help of an Java, where we use in the Selenium word. I will add one interface called as screenshot. Okay, void take screenshot. Okay, I'll add another interface. Okay, for example, a report. Okay, void generate a report. Okay, I created two interfaces. One is a screenshot, and next one is an report. I added two interfaces. Now we need to implement, right? For that, I'll create one class, Selenium test. Okay, which is going to implement. Okay, what is the first one? Screenshot, comma, and next what is that? Report. Okay, implements. Okay, now add unimplemented methods. Now we can write the code for generate report, and we can write the code for screenshot here. Okay, extend report. Okay, then capture screenshot. Capture login screenshot. Okay, this is how we can implement multiple inheritance in Java in the Selenium book. Okay, hope this video is very useful for you. Thanks for watching this video. If you are stuck somewhere, you can ping us. And another one important thing, I'm going to push this code in GitHub, and that will be displayed this project. I'm going to add in our repo. Okay, that is in resources, right? In the GitHub links you can able to access, right? I already added some framework, right? I'm going to add the GitHub URL under the resources in GitHub links. Okay, so if you want, you can download the code from the our resources tab. Okay, hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye.